Okay, here's the situation. You're overseas, but you left your medications back home in the United States. You tried to get them filled in the country in which you're visiting, but you can't because those medications are not available here. What do? You jump through a whole bunch of hoops, you try to figure it out. Thought I did. I didn't. I really don't know what to do right now. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Rick, and I'm on a really weird, unusual, long-ass journey. I find myself in Spain, where I did indeed forget my medication. I suffer from anxiety, and I am on this medication that basically keeps it away. I didn't bring enough pills, and that medication is not available here in Spain. I got a new medication from a Spanish doctor, and we'll get into all that in just a little bit. But right now, as you can tell by my unkempt appearance, I got problems. Okay, well, I try to pull myself together here. Let me show you a few clips from about a week or 2 or 3 ago when this whole problem actually started, and it'll set the stage, and then we can talk about, what's next. Twice in my life, I have been paralyzed with something called Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's an autoimmune disease that eats your nerves, and, well, you can't walk anymore for about a year. I woke up this morning, felt the exact same feeling. I'm worried because I'm in the middle of nowhere, Spain. I know they have good healthcare here, but how do I get to healthcare here if that's the case? I currently do not know if I'm just feeling, I know I can't walk straight. I know my legs feel disconnected like they belong to someone else. Allow me to explain. I am hiking the Camino de Santiago, which is a pilgrimage from Portugal to Spain. It's about 200 miles of walking on your little 2 feet to get from one country to another. I am also a sufferer of anxiety, and I take medication to kind of keep it at bay. Guess where I left my medication? Back home in the United States. I don't have the ability to refill it here unless I see a physician and he goes, yea, verily. No, things did not get resolved the way I wanted them to get resolved. The short version is they don't sell that medication here. They don't really have a replacement medication here. So I have a new medication. Okay, before we get into the problems, let's see if a certain place can solve them for me, and then we can do something else in the video. I don't have high hopes, but I'm willing to try anything right now. They have all of these smaller little locked places. And I don't know what they're for. I mean, if the big function is out there, what are these small ones for? Are they, well, somebody in the comments tell me why they have these all around the edges. Seriously, I'm really curious. Please explain it to me. So we are in Leon, Spain, which is up in northern. It was an old kingdom way back in the day. You probably heard of it from like Lord of the Rings and Vikings and places like that. And you know what? I don't really care. And that's part of the biggest problem of all. I don't care about anything right now. I don't have any emotion, pro, con. I don't know if it's the new medication that I'm on. I don't know. But I know I don't like feeling like this. And I think that's something we're going to have to chat about during this video, because I'm trying to come up with answers. I should be excited as hell to be here. I should be just teeming with giddiness. And instead, I'm just going through the paces. All I want to do is nap. I don't like the meds that I'm on. I do not like this new medication. And I got to explain that whole thing in a bit. But right now, we got to find something to eat, because I'm also really hungry. And that seems to be another thing I can't seem to stop doing these days. Oh, and for the record, sorry for you believers, that place didn't help.
That one right there?
Yeah, this one's a little better. First vermouth I've ever ordered. Wouldn't be like Mickey. I could get used to this. I don't know why I disliked it so much in the beginning. Maybe it'll cure all that ails me. What are these? I was expecting something different. You said blue cheese, right? No. Blue cheese. Don't even know how to describe that. I don't taste the cheese. I just kind of taste
It's like bits of
blended yumminess. That is really, really creamy good. Are those the same or is there two kinds?
I think there's two kinds.
Well, I gotta try the balls now. See if the balls are different, then gotta cleanse my palate. The round ones are good. Those are so much better. Do you like the round ones better? Do you want to eat all the round ones? Save the long ones for me? Okay, here's the deal. When I was on the medication Buspar, that's not available here, my anxiety just disappeared. It wasn't there. It didn't change my mood. It didn't change anything. It just kept the anxiety away. Whatever this new medication is that they gave me, doesn't seem to be doing that because I can still feel it. Granted, it's only been a week, but I feel nothing. It dulls everything. I don't have happiness. I don't have joy. I don't have sadness. I don't have anger. I just have nothing. And it is not a way I want to exist. I don't know. Should I give this medication more time? Should I force myself out into the sun like this and, I don't know, recoup, regroup, man up, whatever you want to call it? I'm seriously thinking about just stopping the meds and dealing with the anxiety because I don't like the way I feel. I'm moving myself through Spain and I can't motivate myself to want to do it. I can't motivate myself to want to do anything, honestly. So Nikki and I just had a very long talk about options, about causes, about things we could and should and shouldn't do. But before I get into that, because I have to process it a little bit, I just want to walk around this town, force myself, if I have to enjoy everything around me. It's, the fake it till you make it. Maybe that's part of this too. So, more later. Let's try to enjoy this town and share it with you. It's either that or I go take a nap. I'm fighting that so hard. A store devoted to gnomes or Elvis? I'm really not entirely sure what this place sells. Chips. Ooh. Whole thing of olives in there. This entire building was designed and built by Antonio Gaudi, which if you've been to Barcelona, you'll know he did the Sagrada Familia. Everything he does looks like a big organic, melting everything. This is up in Lyon, where he was commissioned to build a building for commerce and whatnot. But here, winters last a very long time, so he couldn't design the way things normally were. It's an interesting place. Creepy about this at all. Dental thing from, look at the lights. I'm not so sure I'd want to go to a dental office back then. So, what is the answer? I don't know. What Nikki and I talked about over lunch earlier was that I really only have a couple of options. I can give this time. If you went to a doctor and said, what should I do? He'd probably say, wait another week, see if things stabilize, see if your serotonin levels can do what they want. Part of that is like, do I want to wait? What if it gets worse? What if I stay like this? Do I have to spend another week like an emotionless blob? Part of me is saying, just get off the new meds and just try to deal with it naturally. Try to suppress my anxiety when it does pop up. I've got meds for emergencies. Is that the answer? Do I need the crutch of my old medication? I honestly don't know the answer right now. But what I do know is that it's not going to solve itself. It's not going to solve itself by whining. Not that I'm whining. I can't overanalyze this. I need to get out. I need to live. I need to push through. When I said fake it to make it earlier, maybe that's the answer. Just keep pushing. And eventually, things will break free. Things will move in the right direction. At least that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Because I'm in frickin' Spain. And there's no reason for me not to be enjoying this journey. There's no reason for me not to be sharing it with you, which, by the way, is something that's been eating in the back of my head, because if I'm not creating content, if I'm not sharing this with you, I feel like I'm letting you down. So, maybe the only feeling I've had lately is a little bit of guilt. But that's all going to change. Yeah, I'll put a big smile on my face. Be healthy. Yeah. I don't even know what I usually say at the end of the day. It's be healthy, be happy. And we'll see you real soon, because Spain and everything else awaits.